HR metrics that actually matter. Measuring HR success at Business Impact. Welcome to the channel. If you've ever felt like HR is viewed as a cost center instead of a strategic partner, the solution isn't more activity, it's better data. HR metrics are the language of business, and if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Stop drowning in data and start driving decisions. This video breaks down the essential HR metrics asterisk that directly link human resources efforts to business success. Learn how to calculate key metrics like time to hire, turnover cost, and revenue per employee to prove HR's strategic value and optimize your talent strategy. Today, we are focusing on the few metrics that genuinely matter. We'll show you how to calculate them, what they reveal, and how to use them to influence executive decisions. Section 1. Recruitment and Staffing Metrics. Let's start with getting people in the door. These metrics optimize your hiring efficiency and quality. Time to hire, TTH. This is the gold standard for recruiting efficiency. Definition: the number of calendar days from the moment a job is approved and posted until the successful candidate accepts the offer. Why it matters: a high TTH means missed productivity and lost revenue. Aim to reduce it to fill critical roles faster. Calculation: total days elapsed, number of hires. Cost per hire, CPH. This metric shows exactly how much money you spent to recruit each new employee. Definition: the total internal and external recruiting costs divided by the total number of hires in a period. Costs included advertising, recruiter salaries, agency fees, assessment tools, and travel expenses. Why it matters: helps you allocate your budget effectively and identify the most cost-efficient sources, job boards, reference, etc. Source of hire. Simply tracks where your successful candidates came from. Example: employee referral, LinkedIn, career fair. Why it matters: allows you to double down on the sources that need higher quality at high. Section 2. Retention and turnover metrics. Keeping your talent is often more cost-effective than finding talent. It costs us could be the more active or sick. Initial number of separation, average number of employees, longer backstash time or dots. Why it matters: high turnover, success, steep cut rate, or compensation costs. Segmentations: always report voluntary turnover. Employees choose to leave versus involuntary turnover, terminated by the company. Voluntary turnover is a real measure organization has. Cost of turnover. This is a metric that gets management's attention. Definition: the estimated monetary loss from one employee leaving. Costs included exit processing, recruitment fees, training costs for the replacement, and lost productivity during the vacancy. Why it matters: it proves that investing in retention, like better benefits or training, is cheaper than ignoring the problem. 6. Employee engagement score. Measures how motivated and committed your employees are. Definition: usually derived from annual or pulsed surveys. Example: %% of employees who agree with ISO myself working here in 2 years. Why it matters: directly correlated with productivity, customer satisfaction, and lower turnover. Section 3. Strategic Business Impact Metrics. These are the metrics that connect HR directly to the P&L statement. Revenue per employee, RP. This metric shows the productivity power of your workforce. Definition: total revenue, total number of employees. Why it matters: This is the ultimate measure of workforce efficiency. When RP increases, it proves that your hiring and development efforts are improving productivity faster than your headcount is growing. Training effectiveness ROI measures if your training programs are actually driving performance change. Definition: change in performance metric, cost of training, cost of trading. Example: if sales training costs $5,000 and leads to $20,000 in new sales, you can show a clear return. Why it matters: justifies your L&D budget by proving the financial impact of learning. 9. HR to staff ratio measures the efficiency of the HR department itself. Total number of HR staff, total number of employees, often expressed as 1x. Why it matters: helps benchmark your HR team size against industry standards that justify the purport HR technology or staffing. Conclusion, action plan and call to action. Remember, collecting data is only step 1. The real strategic value lies in analyzing the threats and using those insights to recommend changes, whether that means adjusting compensation, revamping onboarding, or retesting a new trade. Start small. Pick 3 metrics from this list that directly address your company's biggest pain points and track them diligently. What's the most difficult metric for your company to calculate right now? Share your challenges in the comments below. If you found this guide to HR metrics helpful, please like this video, subscribe for more strategic HR content, and hit that notification bell.